The mysterious visitor, the man who appeared every night at Tahajjud. It all started during the last 10 nights of Ramadan. The masjid, usually quiet at night, was now filled with devoted worshippers, their whispers of dua blending with the soft recitation of the Quran. But among them, there was one man who stood out, silent, alone, and always there. Every night, precisely at 2:30 a.m., he arrived. Dressed in a simple white thobe, his head slightly bowed, he would enter the masjid without greeting anyone. He never spoke a word, never sat with the others. He prayed in the farthest corner, his sujud long, his posture unwavering. The other worshippers noticed him but never approached him. There was something about his presence, something unexplainable that kept them at a distance. One of the younger men, Ahmed, grew particularly curious. He was a regular at Tahajjud but had never seen this man before Ramadan began. And what was even stranger, no one had ever seen him leave. He would simply vanish before far, as if he had never been there. One night, after finishing his own prayer, Ahmed decided to keep watch. He waited, pretending to be engrossed in his supplications, but his eyes remained on the stranger. The man, as always, was deep in his prayer. Minutes turned into an hour. The air in the masjid was thick with the weight of devotion. And then, suddenly, the man raised his hands in dua. Ahmed felt a chill. He couldn't hear the words, but he could feel the intensity of the supplication. It was as if the entire world had disappeared for him, as if he was speaking directly to Allah, alone in the universe. As far approached, Ahmed blinked, and in that single moment, the man was gone. No door had opened, no shadow had moved. He simply vanished. The next night, Ahmed was determined. He spoke to the Imam, and together, they decided to approach the man. If he was human, they would see him leave. If not, well, neither of them dared to finish that thought. That night, the man arrived at his usual time. Ahmed and the Imam sat closer, their gazes fixed on him. The atmosphere was different, heavier. As the night deepened, a strange stillness settled over the masjid. When the man went into sujud, time itself seemed to stretch. Minutes passed, then half an hour. His sujud never ended. Ahmed and the Imam exchanged glances. Was he even breathing? The Imam, gathering his courage, took a hesitant step forward. And then, it happened. The call to far rang through the masjid. Ahmed turned for the briefest second toward the speakers. When he turned back, the man was gone. No footsteps. No sound. Just, gone. For days, they searched. They asked every regular worshipper, every neighbor. No one knew who he was. No one had seen him come or go. The security cameras? Nothing. The recordings showed the masjid empty. Some said he was a wali of Allah, a hidden servant granted the honor of praying in solitude. Others whispered of angels descending in human form. And then there were those who simply believed he was a man, so consumed by his love for Allah that the world itself forgot to record his presence. Ahmed, however, never stopped wondering. And every night, even after Ramadan ended, he would glance toward the farthest corner of the masjid, half expecting to see the mysterious man in sujud once more. But he never returned. Or maybe, just maybe, he had never truly left.